Puzzling finds have a way of captivating the imagination and curiosity of people worldwide, and archaeologists all over the world have made it a duty to dig out whatever evidence of ancient civilization that might exist out there. No doubt, archaeologists piece history together with the sites and artifacts they uncover, such that even a stone tool can provide information on how early people lived. However, some archaeological discoveries still baffle historians and scientists, inspiring wild theories and speculations. Join us as we delve into the heart of ancient archaeological discoveries, debunking myths and uncovering mysteries that could change history as we know it. Everything we have been taught about the origins of civilization may be wrong, says Graham Hancock, a British writer who promotes pseudoscientific theories involving ancient civilization and hypothetical lost lands. Hancock speculates that an advanced Ice Age civilization was destroyed in a cataclysm, but its survivors passed on their knowledge to hunter-gatherers, giving rise to the earliest known civilizations. He disagrees with archaeologists that the earliest known civilizations rose independently and argued that evidence lies within ancient monuments, which he believes are much older than what archaeologists say. Let us take a look at some archaeological discoveries that serve as a testament to Hancock's theories. From fairy tale stories to blockbuster movies, everyone is familiar with the story of the lost city of Atlantis. A lot of speculation has been made about the discovery of this ancient lost city. Some say it has been discovered in the Bahamas, Cuba, Japan, and the Greek islands, but has the ancient city really been discovered, or is it still a lost city? The tale of the lost city of Atlantis was first discovered by ancient Greek historian Plato in 360 BC, and the mythological island was said to be a great naval power before sinking into the sea in a catastrophic event that happened over a decade prior. Archaeologists debate the actual historical existence of the island and its most plausible location if it ever existed among the many sunken ruins that have been discovered worldwide. But even without definitive proof, the tale of the lost city of Atlantis continues to engage the popular imagination like few other archaeological mysteries out there. Hancock strongly believes in the myth of Atlantis, as the story of the ancient lost city sits perfectly well with his narratives on ancient civilization. Another archaeological discovery worth mentioning when it comes to the ancient ruins that serve as a testament to ancient civilization is Stonehenge. This prehistoric monument is one of the world's most famous archaeological landmarks. The first known excavation at Stonehenge in the center of the monument was undertaken in the 1620s by the Duke of Buckingham, and the expedition was prompted by a visit by King James I. The king subsequently commissioned the architect Inigo Jones to conduct a survey and study of the monument. However, Jones argues that Stonehenge was built by the Romans. The ring of the megalithic stones was built approximately 4,000 years ago, and for a structure that was constructed centuries ago, it is more than impressive. This makes us wonder how advanced civilization was back then for primitive people to have constructed a structure so unique and lasting. A lot of theories have been postulated by scientists and archaeologists about what the ancient structure might have been used for. But none of the speculated theories, which range from an astronomical observatory to a religious temple of healing, has reached a finite conclusion. From the ground, the Nazca Lines of Peru are nothing spectacular. However, seen from the air from which they were first spotted, they are staggering. The Nazca Lines are a series of enormous geoglyphs depicting plants, animals, and geometric shapes. These unique designs were discovered in the arid coastal plains of southern Peru. Archaeologists agree there are hundreds of these enormous shapes, ranging from geometric lines to complicated depictions of animals, plants, and imaginary figures created by the Nazca people over 2,000 years ago. They simply removed the red surface pebbles to reveal the lighter earth below in designs of their choice. These enigmatic designs can be fully appreciated from above, leaving scientists asking questions about the purpose, and more importantly, the form of technology used to create them. Why did it remain enigmatic? This question has prompted conspiracy theorists to float ideas about alien landings and ancient astrology. Most likely, the lines must have been a ritual communication method with the Nazca deities, archaeologists presume. Humans first settled into permanent towns, farmed, and then built temples in that order in 8000 BC, or so we thought. But an amazing archaeological discovery made in 1994 at Gobekli Tepe, a rural area of Turkey, has blown this hypothesis apart, prompting new questions about the evolution of civilization. Gobekli Tepe is considered the world's oldest place of worship, containing multiple rings of huge stone pillars dating to the 10th millennium BC. This evidence that suggests that people who built it were semi-nomadic hunters, likely unaware of agriculture, which followed in the area 5 centuries later. Because of the mysterious origin of this megalithic structure, archaeologists now have to ask which came first, agriculture or technological advancement. Hancock stated in one of his published books that the megalith of Gobekli Tepe is years older than the stone circles of Stonehenge, and this only implies that the timeline of history taught in our schools and universities for the best part of the last 100 years can no longer stand. It is beginning to look as though civilization is indeed much older and much more mysterious than we thought. One of the most famous examples of advanced ancient civilization is the Antikythera Mechanism. Like something from a fantastical movie treasure, the discovery of the Antikythera Mechanism remains a major archaeological head-scratcher. So you might be curious about the details embedded in this strange term. The Antikythera Mechanism is an intricate device discovered in 1901 in a shipwreck off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera. Dating back to the 2nd century BCE, this complex mechanism is often referred to as the world's first analog computer. Its gears and dials were used to track astronomical phenomena and predict eclipses. This showcased the advanced understanding of mathematics and astronomy in ancient Greece. It is interesting to find out that computers have been in existence since ancient time. However, the discovery of this Antikythera mechanism has raised a lot of questions about the true extent of technological innovation in ancient civilizations. It seems technological advancement in ancient Greece might have been more advanced than we had imagined. Talking about an ancient find with mysterious origins, the Voynich Manuscript is a book that has mystified scholars for centuries. It is said to be written in an unknown language and filled with perplexing illustrations of plants, figures, and astronomical diagrams. The manuscript has stumped historians, cryptographers, and linguists alike since its discovery in 1912. The manuscript has been subjected to numerous scientific tests and analysis, yet no one has been able to unravel its true meaning or purpose. Many theories have been postulated by experts to give meaning to the existence of this mystifying object. From it being a medical or herbal text to a chemical or astronomical work, some even speculated that the book is merely a hoax or an elaborate encryption. However, in 2019, researchers claimed that they had made a breakthrough and decoded a small portion of the test using artificial intelligence, but the results are still under scrutiny and have yet to be verified. The manuscripts continue to captivate the imagination of scholars, linguists, and enthusiasts worldwide, with many still pondering the meaning and purpose behind its mysterious text and illustrations. The infamous crystal skulls are undeniably one of the most fascinating archaeological artifacts to have ever been discovered. They were allegedly discovered by Anna Mitchell Hedges, the adopted daughter of British adventurer and famous author F.A. Mitchell Hedges in 1924. And these mysterious artifacts have sparked numerous speculations. These skulls, said to be carved out of clear or milky quartz, are believed to have originated from ancient Mesoamerican cultures such as the Maya or Aztecs, and were likely used for ceremonial or spiritual purposes. So here comes the real question. Do these skulls possess supernatural powers or otherworldly abilities? Some experts believe the skulls can heal, ward off evil spirits, or even predict the future. Others speculate that the skulls were brought to Earth by extraterrestrial beings. With so many speculations and no proof about the alleged superpowers the objects might possess, the crystal skulls still remain one of the history's most intriguing and enigmatic archaeological discoveries. The Baghdad Battery is one of the most remarkable archaeological discoveries that intrigue historians and scientists alike. Believed to date back to 250 BC, the ancient device comprises of a clay jar, a copper cylinder, and an iron rod arranged to produce a small electric current when filled with an acidic substance. Despite being a simple device, the true purpose of the object still remains shrouded in mystery. Scholars have put forth various theories over the years, suggesting that the device was used for electroplating, as a medical instrument, or for religious ceremonies. Additionally, some scholars have posted that the Baghdad Battery was part of a larger, more complex system that has been lost to history. Others speculated that it was used as an early electrotherapy, treating illness with electricity. However, that's not all. The object has also inspired wild and outlandish theories, such as the idea that it was used to communicate with extraterrestrial beings. Regardless of its true purpose, the Baghdad Battery remains a mysterious and remarkable artifact that attests to the resourcefulness of ancient civilizations, just as Graham Hancock proposed. Who knows, continuous study of the object may provide insights into ancient technological advancements and societal practices. The Aztec practice of human sacrifice is well known, so it's not surprising that multiple human skulls have been discovered in Aztec temples. An enormous skull rack stood outside the Templo Mayor in the Aztec city of Tenochtitlan. The skulls were not merely decorations, but meant to be spiritual symbols. In 2015, archaeologists discovered 2 towers bordering the skull wall. The towers were also made up entirely of human skulls. Archaeologists at the National Institute of History and Anthropology estimated that the rack walls must contain thousands of skulls, revealing the massive scale of human sacrifice that took place at the site. These skulls most likely belonged to sacrificial victims and enemy warriors. Archaeologists theorized that once the skulls began to deteriorate on the rack, that they would be moved to the towers. One can only imagine how terrifying the skull racks and towers must have been when looking up at the giant temple. The Copper Scroll treasure is another mystery archaeologists can't wait to solve. The ancient copper scroll was discovered at the site of Qumran in 1952 and might describe a massive amount of hidden gold and silver, but no one is certain where that treasure is or even if it exists. Interestingly, the Copper Scroll was found alongside the Dead Sea Scrolls and dates back nearly 2,000 years to a time when the Roman Empire controlled the Qumran settlement. Researchers believe that the scroll might describe a treasure that was hidden by locals to keep it out of the hands of the Roman forces during the area's frequent revolts against the empire. Puzzling ancient finds have a way of captivating the public, and mysterious discoveries made so far have left us curious about how and why things exist. As Graham Hancock would say, we truly are a species with amnesia. We have forgotten a very important part of our story, but archaeological discoveries have uncovered a major chunk of our long-forgotten ancient origin. What discovery did you find most intriguing? The ancient discoveries on ancient civilization, the mysterious manuscript written in an unknown language said to possess superpowers, the infamous skulls of a mysterious origin, the Baghdad Battery, which might prove our alien counterpart actually exists, or the Aztec skull racks that serve as a testament to human sacrifices in the past. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.